Breaking news. Zelensky plans to put Putin's forces on the run in an effort to make a breakthrough on the front lines. Kyiv claims advances in the east and south as part of its strategy to force Russian forces to retreat. According to the head of the local military administration, Ukrainian troops near the frontline town of Avdiivka took advantage of Russian forces focusing on to advance and capture part of the village of Opythna to the south. Vitaly Barabash said on national television, "In my opinion, this is very significant. It's fair to say that the enemy paid less attention to the south." He described the advance as a thunderous assault operation, and reported that hostilities were already taking place within the community. Ukraine's president, Volodymyr Zelensky, had previously stated that a decisive breakthrough in the counteroffensive was still possible before deteriorating weather conditions slowed progress. There are three main Russian defensive lines in Zaporizhia, and Mr. Zelensky's forces have broken through the first one. Further gains are possible in the coming weeks, though a breakthrough will not occur tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, he said. If we push them, Russia, from the south, they will run, he said in an interview with The Economist. On Monday, a ceremony presided over by Russian President Vladimir Putin via video link marked the beginning of copper concentrate production at the country's largest undeveloped copper deposit. Udokhan, Russia's long-awaited Far East project, is finally coming online, but it's doing so during a period of great difficulty. As part of a larger set of sanctions the United States imposed on Russia in April for its involvement in Ukraine, its operator, Udokhan Copper LLC, was blacklisted. Weaker than anticipated demand has led to a 14% drop in copper prices in 2022 and a 0% drop so far in 2023. However, the project depends on China's demand for metals as the world's largest consumer and on future demand from the global green energy transition. Putin said, "Go ahead," during the ceremony, which was shown on state television. According to the company, the Udokhan processing plant will create sulfide copper concentrate with a metal content of 40 to 45%. It has not yet named any potential buyers, but it plans to begin commercial sales this year. Udokhan will be able to process up to 15 million metric tons of ore annually once the first phase of the metallurgical plant is operational in 2024. This will result in up to 150,000 tons of copper being produced annually in the form of copper cathode and concentrate. With 26.7 mt of copper resources, this deposit is the largest of its kind in Russia. Since its discovery in 1949, no effort has been made to mine its rare and difficult-to-obtain ore because the necessary technology simply did not exist. An unrealized concept proposed in the 1970s by a student at the Moscow Mining Institute was to use a clean, nuclear blast to mine Udokhan's ore. Alisher Usmanov, a Russian billionaire, paid the government $500 million in the run-up to the 2008 financial crisis to acquire the development rights to Udokhan. 10 years were needed to resolve the project's technical challenges, develop a new geological model, and begin building. To increase production to 24–28 million tons of ore and up to 450,000 tons of copper per year, Udokhan plans to complete the second phase of its mining and metallurgical complex by 2028.